Let's be honest, your cat's color isn't just for show. It might explain why your orange furball thinks 3 a.m. is the perfect time for parkour. Or why your black cat looks like it's about to summon spirits every time the lights flicker. Today we're decoding cat colors from cuddly chaos to silent judgment, and trust me, your feline's fur might be revealing more than you think. So if your cat's already judging you for watching this, at least make it worth it. Hit subscribe. We're about to expose some furry secrets, so grab the treats, it's showtime. Let's start with the shade that rules the internet. Orange cats. Friendly, fluffy, and full of surprises. Let's kick things off with one of the world's most beloved felines, the orange cat. Yes, we're talking about that chonky boy who steals your food, your bed, and your heart, all in one afternoon. Orange cats, also known as ginger or marmalade cats, have built a reputation for being friendly, sociable, and let's be honest, sometimes hilariously clumsy. You know the type. Dramatic zoomies at 2 a.m., followed by cuddles like they're apologizing for knocking over your plant. Again. One interesting fact? Most orange cats are male, around 80% actually, due to a sex-linked gene that carries the orange color. This has actually been backed by studies from the University of California. So yes, science agrees. Orange boys are everywhere, and with that comes a personality many describe as dog-like. Loyal, attention-seeking, and always ready for playtime, or lunchtime, or your lunchtime. They're curious, outgoing, and often the life of the feline party. But don't let their goofy side fool you. Orange cats can be incredibly affectionate and form strong bonds with their humans. If your cat is orange, chances are your home feels just a little bit brighter, and maybe a little messier too. Tabby cats. The Everycat with endless personality. Next up, we have the tabby cat, easily the most common cat coat pattern in the world, and probably the one sitting on your keyboard right now. Tabby isn't a breed but a pattern, and it comes in many forms: mackerel, classic, spotted, and ticked. Their fur can range from orange to grey, brown to silver. Basically, they're the cat version of a Fashion Week lineup. But here's the real charm. Their personalities are just as varied. Some tabby cats are calm and thoughtful, watching the world like furry little philosophers. Others are full-blown chaos machines, racing through hallways like they've just done 3 espresso shots. And then, of course, there's the classic middle ground tabby, confident, curious, and obsessed with cardboard boxes. One trait many tabbies share is their love for exploration. They're natural hunters, even if their prey is your sock. They're intelligent, adaptable, and often make great family pets, getting along with kids, other animals, and yes, sometimes even the vacuum. In short, tabby cats are the Everycat. They're familiar, funny, and full of surprises. If cats had horoscopes, tabby would be its own sign, chaotic neutral with a touch of mystery. Black cats, mysterious, magical, and criminally underrated. Now let's talk about black cats, arguably the most misunderstood members of the feline family. Despite centuries of superstition, black cats are often some of the most affectionate, playful, and loyal companions you could ever meet. Ask anyone who lives with one, and they'll likely tell you their cat is a total sweetheart, always following them from room to room, meowing with purpose. Don't take my word for it. Check the comments. Black cat owners are the most vocal fans out there, besides the cats themselves, and curling up like a personal shadow when it's time to sleep. Scientifically speaking, their rich dark fur is due to a genetic trait called melanism, which increases black pigmentation. Fascinatingly, this trait may also offer certain health benefits. Some studies suggest it can give black cats a slight edge when it comes to resistance against diseases like FIV, a feline virus that weakens the immune system and makes cats more vulnerable to other infections. Aesthetically, black cats are the definition of sleek, elegant, graceful, and always looking like they're about to drop a jazz album or star in a vampire film. They're stylish, but they don't try too hard. They just are. Sadly, many shelters report that black cats are the last to be adopted. A mix of outdated myths and photo bias means these stunning creatures often go overlooked. So, if you've adopted a black cat, congratulations. You've welcomed a misunderstood legend into your life. Theory of the day. Orange cats are the friendly goofballs, black cats are mysterious philosophers. And tabby cats? Definitely plotting their next move from inside a cardboard box. If your cat breaks the mold or fits it a little too well, let me know in the comments. Grey cats, calm, elegant, and just a little mysterious. There's something effortlessly cool about grey cats. Maybe it's the sleek, silvery coat. Maybe it's the way they move like they're in a slow-motion perfume commercial. Either way, grey cats, whether light silver or deep smoky charcoal, bring a certain quiet elegance to the feline world. Known for being calm, reserved, and observant, many grey cats prefer to watch the chaos unfold rather than cause it. They're like the wise older sibling of the cat family, not necessarily aloof, but certainly selective with their energy. They might not be the first to jump into your lap, but when they do, you'll feel chosen. Behaviorally, grey cats are often described as peaceful and gentle, but that doesn't mean boring. Many have playful sides, just on their terms. They're curious, clever, and often enjoy solo adventures around the house before returning for a quiet cuddle. In terms of personality, think of grey cats as the introverts who occasionally crash the party and somehow steal the show without even trying. Tuxedo cats, suited up for charm and mischief. Now let's talk about the cats who look like they're always dressed for a black tie event. The tuxedo cats. With their distinctive black and white coats, tuxedo cats are total show stealers. But behind that classy appearance is a personality that's equal parts charm and clever mischief. These cats are often described as intelligent, outgoing, and yes, sometimes a little cheeky. Tuxedo cats tend to strike a lovely balance between independence and affection. They can spend hours lounging in the sun, contemplating the meaning of life, or just plotting their next snack heist, and then suddenly decide it's time to curl up on your chest and demand love. Many cat parents report that their tuxedo cats learn tricks easily, play fetch like dogs, and communicate with startling precision. They know what they want, and exactly how to make you give it to them. Health-wise, there are no known issues tied specifically to their coat color. Like most cats, the usual suspects are obesity and kidney health, but nothing unique to their dapper appearance. If you live with a tuxedo cat, you're basically sharing your home with a little furry Bond villain. Stylish, clever, and oddly irresistible. Siamese cats, vocal, intelligent, and deeply devoted. Let's raise the volume, because here come the Siamese cats. Famous for their striking blue eyes and color-point coats, Siamese cats are one of the most recognizable and talkative breeds in the feline world. If you've ever met one, you know they don't meow. They hold conversations. Loud, opinionated, often dramatic conversations. Siamese cats are intensely social. They form strong emotional bonds with their humans and often follow them from room to room like furry little shadows that also yell at you when you take too long in the shower. But don't let the sass fool you. Siamese cats are incredibly affectionate, intelligent, and deeply loyal. They thrive on attention, stimulation, and connection. If left alone too long, they can get bored. And when a Siamese is bored, everyone knows it. They're not just beautiful. They're bold, expressive, and completely unafraid to let you know how they feel. In a way, they're the extroverts of the cat world, the ones who always know what's going on and definitely have opinions about it. If you want a silent, independent cat, this is not your match. But if you want a lifelong friend who talks back, cuddles close, and never lets you feel alone, the Siamese might just steal your heart. Ragdoll cats, soft-hearted giants who melt in your arms. If the Siamese cat is the dramatic diva, then the Ragdoll is the chill best friend who gives the best hugs. Known for their large size, plush coats, and sky blue eyes, Ragdoll cats are basically living stuffed animals. Their coats usually come in striking color point patterns, shades like seal, blue, chocolate, or lilac, often combined with white markings that make them look even softer and more angelic. And they act like it, too. One of their most famous traits is their tendency to go limp, like a ragdoll, when you pick them up. Not in fear, but in complete trust. These cats are the definition of sweet-natured. They love to be carried, cuddled, and fussed over. They'll greet you at the door, follow you around quietly, and then flop beside you like a warm, purring blanket. It's almost unfair how cuddly they are. Ragdolls are great for families, other pets, and people who want a calm, affectionate cat that thrives on human connection. They're not particularly mischievous or noisy, but they'll let you know when they need attention, usually by placing themselves exactly where you're trying to sit. They're gentle, affectionate, and their personalities are as soft as their fur. If you've ever dreamed of a cat that acts more like a living plush toy than a tiny dictator, the Ragdoll might be your soulmate in fur form. Hold up, now I'm curious. What color is your cat, and what's the weirdest thing they do that totally defies logic? Tell me below. I'm building a collection of cat chaos stories, and yours might be legendary. White cats. Beautiful, delicate, and surprisingly mysterious. White cats have a magical, almost ethereal beauty. They look like little snowflakes with whiskers, floating through your home with an air of innocence, and sometimes just a hint of chaos. But behind their porcelain looks, white cats often come with a few special considerations. For starters, they can be more sensitive to sunlight. That beautiful pale fur lacks the pigmentation needed to protect their skin from UV rays, which makes them more prone to sunburn, especially on ears and noses. Indoor life and shady spots are definitely their friends. Then there's the common myth: all white cats are deaf. Well, not quite. It's true that white cats with blue eyes are more likely to have congenital deafness, particularly in the ear on the same side as the blue eye. Vets say this is due to the gene that controls pigmentation, the same one responsible for their stunning blue eyes. But not all white cats, and not all blue-eyed ones, are affected. Personality-wise, white cats are often described as calm, gentle, and slightly aloof. Not in a cold way, more like, "I'm watching you from a distance because I choose to, peasant." Yet when they trust you, their affection is deep, quiet, and loyal. They're the kind of cat that may take time to warm up, but once they do, you're in their inner circle for life. If you live with a white cat, you know there's something uniquely soft about their presence, like a whisper you never want to miss. Tortoiseshell cats, fierce, female, and full of fire. Ah, the tortoiseshell cat, or as many owners call her, the queen. These multicolored beauties, often blending shades of black, red, orange, and brown, are known for having serious personality packed into a small, fuzzy body. Almost all tortoiseshell cats are female, thanks to how their fur color is genetically linked to the X chromosome. This happens because 2 X chromosomes are needed to display both black and orange, which makes male torties extremely rare and often sterile. And with that femininity comes what some lovingly refer to as tortitude, a sassy, strong-willed, independent streak that makes them unforgettable. Torties aren't typically your clingy lap cats. They love you, sure, but they also love doing their own thing, and on their schedule. One minute they're purring in your lap, the next they're smacking your hand for looking at them the wrong way. It's not aggression, it's character. What's especially endearing about tortoiseshell cats is how deeply loyal they can become once you've earned their trust. They may be selective, but when they choose you, it's a bond that runs deep. They'll follow you, protect you, and sometimes yell at you like a tiny, fluffy general. Living with a tortie is like living with a moody artist. intense, unpredictable, and absolutely captivating. Calico cats, rare, radiant, and full of personality. Now, if tortoiseshell cats are fire, calico cats are fireworks. These tri-colored wonders, usually showcasing a blend of white, black, and orange, are some of the rarest and most visually striking cats you'll ever meet. And like their torty cousins, almost all calico cats are female, again due to their unique genetic makeup. Calicos are often described as having big personalities in tiny bodies. They're bold, playful, and don't hold back their opinions, whether it's about dinner being late or your decision to buy the wrong flavor of treats. But there's a soft side too. Many calico owners say their cats are surprisingly affectionate, seeking out cuddles, warmth, and connection. Their emotional range is impressive. They can go from diva to darling in 30 seconds flat. Calicos don't just walk into a room, they own it. With their bold patterns and even bolder energy, they make unforgettable companions. If a calico cat has chosen you, prepare for a roller coaster of love, sass, and endless photo ops. Of course, every cat's personality depends on how they're raised, socialized, and whether they've decided you deserve their love that day. Fur color is just part of the story. Or is it? Just when you thought we'd covered them all, surprise. What if I told you the rarest color in the cat world is actually no color at all? That's right. It's time to talk about the cat that skipped fur entirely. Sphinx cats, naked, needy, and totally adorable. Yes, the one that looks like a little gremlin crossed with an old wizard and possibly a baby alien. But don't let appearances fool you. Beneath that wrinkled, hairless skin beats the heart of one of the most affectionate and hilarious cats on the planet. Sphinx cats may not have fur, but they have loads of personality. They are attention-seeking, cuddly, endlessly curious, and love being around their humans, like always. Privacy? Not with a sphinx. They'll follow you into the bathroom, sit on your laptop, sleep under your blanket, and basically act like a tiny hot water bottle that never leaves. Because they lack fur, Sphinx cats need a bit of extra care. Regular bathing to remove skin oils, protection from sun and cold, and cozy clothes in winter. But what they give back is worth it. Affection, warmth, and a sense of connection that's hard to describe unless you've experienced it. Living with a Sphinx is like living with a toddler, a comedian, and a best friend, all rolled into one surprisingly warm, slightly sticky, naked cat. They may not be conventionally cute, but once you fall for a Sphinx, there's no going back. They're weird, they're wonderful, and they'll steal your heart, probably while sitting on your face. So, what does your cat's color say about them? Drama queen, secret ninja, or full-time cuddle expert? Coat colors can give us clues, but let's be honest. Every cat is a chaotic masterpiece. Be honest. Does your cat match their color's reputation, or are they rewriting the rule book? Is your white cat a sneaky gremlin? Is your orange cat plotting world domination? Tell me in the comments. I dare you to prove the internet wrong. If this made you smile, or if your cat is silently judging you right now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell, because the next cat theory is always one meow away. Now go, give your cat a treat, or just apologize for existing.